It's time to do things right. Not all the way right, but partially right. You know, because Ford. Relax. I'm kidding. You'll see what I mean. So a while ago, but not too long ago, I did an oil change on the Raptor and things went as smooth as they can go for an oil change until it didn't. But first, I need a little bit of light. This right here is what I mean when things were going as smooth as they could be with an oil change until it didn't. So the accident didn't happen outside, it happened inside. But as you can see, it's pretty clean down there. Although this looks like kitty litter and I may look like a cat here sitting down, I can assure you I do not own a cat. This is all of the sand I used to clean up the oil spill. I wonder if I can build a sand castle out of this. Side note, I kept these buckets for this long just to show you in this video. This is so heavy. So what caused the oil spill? Fram? People will say it's because of Fram, but is it really? But honestly, I don't think so. Defects happen, and in this case, the gasket must have fell off when I was putting the oil filter in. Well, not must have, it did fall off. And I only had that one filter because why would I buy 2 filters for an oil change? Long story short, it was a late night, everything was closed, and I just wanted to go home. I did the only thing I could. I reused the old filter. I mean, it still had the gasket on and I needed to do something. So this bag right here is what I mean by doing things partially right. So here's the partially right filter that's going to replace the current filter that the Raptor has that's of the same brand. It's partially right because it's not the Motorcraft filter, but it does replace the Motorcraft filter. So it has to be better than the Motorcraft filter. So time to replace this non-Ford filter with another non-Ford filter. Last time I tried putting the Raptor on the ramps, I failed at that, but someone suggested to put it on 4x4 mode and try it like that. So that's what we're going to attempt today, but no promises. Even though I could fit under the Raptor, I want more space under the Raptor. Time to put all 4 ramps in front of all 4 wheels. You ever get that feeling that it's not going to work or that you're going to fuck something up? I get that feeling. Whoever suggested that, you were right. But let me tell you, I was shitting bricks, figuratively. So as you can see, the Raptor is now up on all 4 ramps and there's plenty of space. As the Step Brothers would say, so much room for activities. Now that I think about it, I didn't really have to put the Raptor on the ramps because the oil filter access is right here. But I'm glad I did because I'm planning to do the transmission oil change next on this truck and I needed a lot of space. So why am I using a cardboard on the floor? Because I never know where oil is going to spill from the Raptor, so I rather it spill on this cardboard instead of the floor. Even though I have this drain container, oil is still going to find its way around it, and I can almost bet it's still going to go on the floor. So it's better being over-prepared than under-prepared. And the oil, it's going to drip somewhere around this area, but I say that with 50% confidence. More like 25% confidence. And here I am struggling to loosen up the oil filter. It does not matter what car I'm working on. I always struggle with this issue whenever I'm doing an oil change. Say 5% confident is because just like right now, it does not matter how many times I do an oil change on this Raptor, oil always seems to spill everywhere and anywhere. So I rather use a cardboard and be quick to move the oil drain pan just like I did here so I can catch that oil because I definitely do not want to use any kitty litter, any sand. I do not want any accidents because that is just more of a mess that I'm willing to work and clean up and all that effort for nothing that I just rather avoid at all costs. I wonder who's the asshole that tightened this oil filter so much. I am. I'm the asshole. Old filter, new filter. Now it's time to lube it up. All done. Out with the old, in with the new. Gasket is still on. Hopefully it stays on. Hi, now to get you out. So my first mistake last time was not turning it on and checking for leaks. So let's do that this time. On it goes. Time to check if she's leaking. So no leaks. Everything seems pretty dry. Not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing, but everything's okay. Few things. We need to open up the garage door so we don't die in here, and we also need to roll it down because I can't reach the dipstick. The car is all warmed up. It's time to check the oil because some of it came out, not a lot of it, but we still need to replace it. Now comes the awkward part, which is climbing on the Raptor and managing not to fall, but I find that it works for me. Piece of paper, oil dipstick, wipe it, put it back in. I can't see shit. And recheck level. It needs about 1/4 of a quart. If it isn't obvious, this isn't that comfortable, but it's the only way that I can manage to do this. So funnel and we fill up. All right, so same process. Piece of paper, pull the dipstick, wipe, and put it back in. Wait, now pull back out and recheck. And now you wipe and put it back in. I am so glad this is over with. I can't wait to go back home, lay on my couch, and play with my dogs. Now comes the not so pretty way of getting off this Raptor. I am so glad that this is over with. But I still have my other cars. I need to do an oil change too. But for that, I'll use the 4-post lift and make my life a lot easier. So what's next for the Raptor? That transmission oil change is next, which I hate already.